First impressions. Appearance versus personality. In an era where first encounters are often fleeting yet impactful, understanding the balance between appearance and personality becomes crucial. First impressions shape relationships, opportunities, and social dynamics in ways that can last a lifetime. The power of first impressions lies not only in what we wear but also in how we present ourselves through behavior and attitude. A well-groomed individual may capture attention initially, but sustained connection relies on authentic engagement and emotional intelligence. The science behind initial judgments. Psychological studies reveal that people form initial judgments within seconds of meeting someone new. These snap decisions influence everything from hiring choices to romantic connections without conscious awareness. A Harvard study found that individuals make up their minds about strangers in as little as 7 seconds. This rapid assessment is rooted in evolutionary instincts designed to identify potential allies or threats quickly. Dopamine release patterns during these brief interactions reinforce immediate reactions, creating neural pathways that solidify first impressions even when later information contradicts them. Facial expressions play a critical role in shaping these early evaluations. Smiles, eye contact, and posture send subconscious signals about confidence levels and approachability. Body language accounts for over 55% of communication effectiveness according to Albert Mehrabian's research. Even before spoken words begin, nonverbal cues establish expectations about a person's character. Gaze direction. Sustained eye contact conveys interest and confidence, while avoiding eye contact may suggest nervousness or dishonesty. Pose openness. Standing with arms uncrossed and shoulders relaxed indicates receptiveness compared to closed postures which signal defensiveness. Mirroring techniques. Subtly matching another person's gestures builds rapport by creating unconscious psychological synchronization. Clothing choices and social perception. Fashion serves as both armor and ambassador in professional settings. Appropriate attire communicates competence while inappropriate dress risks undermining credibility instantly. Research shows that 68% of employers judge candidates based on clothing style alone during interviews. This statistic underscores the importance of dressing professionally regardless of industry norms. The concept of dress code extends beyond traditional business suits. In creative industries, stylish yet appropriate outfits demonstrate professionalism while showcasing personal flair. Cultural sensitivity plays a vital role in selecting suitable attire for different occasions. What constitutes professional clothing varies significantly across regions and corporate cultures. Color psychology influences perception subtly but effectively. Dark colors project authority while pastels convey approachability, making color selection strategically important. Accessories enhance rather than overshadow professional image. Minimalist jewelry and tasteful watches add sophistication without competing with core wardrobe elements. Footwear deserves equal consideration. Clean, polished shoes speak volumes about work ethic and respect for formal environments. Verbal communication and vocal tone carries twice the weight of spoken words in interpersonal interactions. A warm voice invites trust whereas monotone delivery repels engagement. Pausing appropriately allows listeners time to process information. Rushing speech suggests impatience while deliberate pacing demonstrates thoughtfulness. Variation in pitch adds dynamism to conversations. Monotony drowns out messages while controlled inflection maintains listener interest. Volume control ensures clarity without overwhelming others. Speaking too softly appears uncertain while shouting comes off as aggressive. Articulation matters greatly. Clear enunciation prevents misunderstandings and establishes credibility as a communicator. Rhythm and cadence create natural flow in dialogue. Matching conversational pace with counterparts fosters comfortable exchanges. Emotional resonance through vocal expression strengthens bonds. Expressive speech conveys genuine enthusiasm and empathy more effectively than flat tones. Beyond the surface, authenticity matters. Sincere authenticity creates lasting connections despite initial appearances. People remember those who remain true to themselves rather than trying to fit arbitrary standards. Confidence doesn't require perfection. Displaying self-assurance through calm demeanor and composed responses makes a stronger impression than flawless execution. Honesty forms the foundation of trustworthy relationships. Being transparent about limitations instead of pretending expertise builds long-term credibility. Empathy enhances every interaction. Demonstrating genuine concern for others' perspectives deepens connections beyond superficial impressions. Consistency reinforces reliability. When actions align with stated values, others perceive you as dependable and principled. Authenticity requires courage. Choosing vulnerability over pretense demands bravery but ultimately fosters deeper human connections. Self-awareness enables intentional presence. Understanding your own strengths and weaknesses helps navigate situations with greater poise and purpose. Managing expectations through proactive preparation transforms uncertainty into confidence. Knowing event specifics beforehand reduces anxiety and improves overall performance. Practice scenarios help build muscle memory for various social contexts. Rehearsing common conversation starters increases comfort level during actual interactions. Understanding cultural nuances prevents awkward missteps. Researching local customs beforehand avoids unintentional offenses. Setting realistic goals keeps expectations balanced. Focusing on positive outcomes rather than fearing mistakes promotes growth mindset. Visualizing success primes the mind for optimal performance. Mental rehearsal activates brain pathways associated with successful experiences. Developing contingency plans handles unexpected challenges gracefully. Having backup strategies ensures composure under pressure. Reviewing past experiences identifies areas for improvement. Reflecting on previous encounters highlights patterns worth refining or maintaining. Reading between the lines, nonverbal cues micro-expressions reveal unguarded truths in split-second facial movements. Recognizing these fleeting emotions provides insight into underlying feelings. Hand gestures amplify verbal messages. Open palm displays invite discussion while clenched fists indicate tension or resistance. Eyes serve as windows to inner thoughts. Dilated pupils show interest while downward gaze might suggest discomfort or lack of confidence. Posture reflects internal states. Slouched positions communicate disengagement whereas upright stance signifies attentiveness and readiness. Personal space boundaries vary culturally. Respecting physical distance prevents accidental invasions of territory. Tactile behaviors range from comforting touches to overly familiar embraces. Context determines appropriateness of physical contact. Time management reveals priorities. Punctuality shows respect while chronic lateness implies lower value placed on commitments. Navigating digital first impressions online personas extend our real-world identities into digital spaces. Professional profiles mirror face-to-face introductions in virtual environments. Curating online content carefully maintains consistent branding across platforms. Selecting appropriate images and status updates preserves desired public image. Response speed affects perceived availability. Prompt replies suggest accessibility while delayed answers imply indifference. Grammar and spelling accuracy reflect attention to detail. Errors undermine credibility regardless of platform type. Privacy settings protect sensitive information from unintended exposure. Controlling visibility safeguards against misuse of shared data. Engagement quality matters more than quantity. Thoughtful comments and meaningful interactions foster stronger network connections. Profile consistency across networks establishes coherent identity. Aligning bios and photos maintains recognizable brand image digitally. Building lasting impression strategies. Strategic impression building combines intentionality with authenticity. Planning key moments while staying true to oneself creates memorable encounters. Knowing your audience tailors interactions effectively. Adapting communication styles to match counterpart preferences increases mutual understanding. Storytelling techniques captivate attention better than dry facts. Sharing relevant anecdotes makes abstract ideas more relatable. Active listening skills ensure full comprehension of others' needs. Giving undivided attention builds trust and facilitates productive exchanges. Follow-through on promises strengthens reputation. Delivering on commitments confirms reliability and integrity. Continuous learning keeps knowledge current. Staying informed about trends and developments maintains relevance in evolving landscapes. Feedback mechanisms provide objective evaluation. Seeking input from trusted sources offers perspective on impression effectiveness. Conclusion: mastering first impressions involves balancing visual presentation with substantive qualities. Success comes from harmonizing outer image with inner strength authentically. By cultivating awareness across all interaction channels, individuals can consistently leave positive marks that resonate long after initial meetings conclude.